Hello guys, welcome back to another dastardly episode of Vince and Ross Get Canceled. We have missed you guys and it is a pleasure to be with you here today. How you doing, my man?
Pretty good, man. It was a very relaxing Sunday.
Yeah, right on. It was a beautiful day today. I had to work earlier, but it was a nice day, and for any of you out there that know Portland and its weather, then you know what I'm talking about. If you don't know, it rains all the time. It's always dreary and rainy, and sometimes it's cold, dreary, and rainy, and sometimes it's colder, dreary, and rainy. But sometimes in the summer, we have nice days like today. It was a beautiful day today.
Yeah.
And it was a beautiful day. We do have beautiful weather here in Portland, so don't let them fool you. There are nice days out there.
I love that about Oregon.
I had to put a battery in a woman's car, and it was nice and sunny yesterday, and I was very grateful because most of the time, people want to get that kind of stuff done in the rain, and I'm not trying to complain, but you know what I'm saying. When you're just standing there trying to do that shit right there, be a little bit of a pain in the ass. Getting rained on.
Yeah, no, it was.
But today was a beautiful day.
Yeah.
It was a beautiful day. So thank you very much, guys, for joining us. So we've decided that we are going to just roll hardcore with the Vince and Ross Get Canceled, and we're going to be talking about things that pretty much irk people off. So
what is that though? Like, I'm fascinated by what that is.
What that is?
The irk, or what people. There's so many terms people say. Oh, I get an ick for that. There's all these crazy terms that funnel to a specific.
I don't know exactly what. I'm sure there's a term. We should look. I'm sure there's a terminology to define it a little bit more, but I think it's just kind of like. It's like one human nature versus another human nature.
Exactly. Yeah, and it comes down to that, whether it's face to face or it's
because there's a human nature to
the keyboard
try
wars.
to be to do the right thing, I guess. That's one of them, whatever, or they think they do. And then there's another human nature to kind of fuck with people a little bit. You know what I'm saying? And those two, there's multiple human natures. I'm not trying to sound like a fucking psychologist over here. Yeah. But what I'm saying is from that point of view, it's like trolls. Not every troll out there is really trying to destroy the world. He's just trying to have a fucking giggle and laugh here. There's level of trolls. But I don't consider myself a troll. Let's start off on this. I don't consider myself a troll. But it is funny to play with people once in a while. But as soon as I see it's getting really fucking heated or something, then I end it. Or if somebody really gets crazy, I'll
I'm a big fan of
But it is funny to get a little zing here or there, make people laugh.
It kind of ties in with what you're saying, where you say you goof or you make light of that.
People get pissed as fuck when you do that kind of stuff.
But I really believe that some people though you know.
People get fired up online. I've had people attack. We've had a couple of comments on our channel that were pretty funny. The one about the fascist. Whoever runs this channel is a fascist.
Yeah, fascist scumbag.
Oh yeah, I forgot the scumbag part.
You're like, God damn.
I don't.
Damn.
I don't know.
That's a
Do we come across as fascists? Jesus.
That's a heck of a thing to say. You know?
I think at one time it was. I think at one time ago, maybe even 5 years ago, it was really insulting. But now, it's almost like the cry wolf scenario. That terminology has gotten thrown around so much. A lot of terminologies have gotten. Nazi has gotten thrown around so much. What the hell does that even mean anymore? I know what that fucking means. It means the soldiers back in World War II. That were, and pretty much everyone after that,
or even the symbol itself,
are not real Nazis.
Even the symbol itself, like swastika, it's really a Buddha.
Those are just It's
funny. It's funny how
that symbol has been hijacked.
Just the perfect angle makes it,
it's
symbolism.
tainted. You could never explain to anybody while you were wearing a swastika.
It's a world
How
of
it's like, no,
symbols.
no, no, no. You guys don't understand. This is the other way around. This one's cool. It's a Buddhist symbol. They were never gonna buy it.
Just a slight turn of the
Yeah, they would never buy it. Never.
It's
Never.
fascinating.
Never gonna buy it. That symbol has been hijacked. It is over with. Which brings me to I'm not gonna. I don't want to piss off everybody right off the bat. But let's just say this: there are other things, like flat out the word woke. I'm gonna say this: the word woke has been hijacked. There's been a few times where I've been on a comment section and someone's like, well, what do you think woke means? It means to care about. No, it doesn't. Maybe at one time it meant, oh, you're awoke to the atrocities of mankind and you're really seeking out human, justice. And no. Nowadays, being woke is virtue signaling. It is bullshit. It's trying to fucking capitalize on. Here's what's funny. A lot of these people talk about how much they hate capitalism so much, which is bullshit. They really don't hate capitalism. They just wish they had more money. I mean, don't we all? And yes, I get it. I don't want to see homeless people. I think that we should do more to take care of each other. I really do. But I don't believe that just completely tossing out our system and burning everything down is the solution. I think that we can fix it. I think we can work together to do that. Got off a little bit there.
Well, I mean, no, it's happening.
But anyway, it is happening. It is happening. You're right.
Yeah. So as corny as it sounds, and I repeat it all the time, where it's like
being woke does not mean what it used to mean. That word has been hijacked. I didn't mean to cut you off.
Context is being destroyed. I think that's what's painful about it. Like,
I think it's changed.
As a whole, that context is just.
I think it's changed from reflection to blaming. I really think just like take for instance Twilight Zone. The original Twilight Zone, I was getting a discussion with this on somebody on X or something like that, but the original Twilight Zone, the premise of it was the main character was having to reflect on himself. He was faced with a choice, and it was like, how are you gonna make this decision? And some of them, quote, saw the light and made the right decision, and some of them didn't. They stayed greedy and they got trapped in the Twilight Zone. But the newer one, the Peele Zone, is more about kind of virtue signaling and pointing it at other people.
That's funny.
Versus self-reflection.
Did you say the Peele Zone?
The Peele Zone.
That's
the Peele Zone. It's the Peele Zone. It's not the Twilight Zone.
Like Jordan
I'm
Peele.
sorry, guys. I'm going to get hate for that one. And it's not because of what. No. It has nothing to do with anything but I think there you go. There's a perfect example of woke shit.
I was not.
Where you're rolling your fucking eyes like, oh, really? How much more woke shit can they put and cram into this episode and expect me to swallow this shit and still enjoy the episode when it's not even about sci-fi anymore? It's just like, okay, I get it.
In complete honesty, I think I started and then it was an immediate change.
Have you seen, there's an episode where like a meteor goes over Earth and all of the men become like vicious madmen.
Of course. Right.
But guess what? Here's the spin. Guess there are some men who are immune to it. The gay men. I mean, come on, man. That's ludicrous.
Yo, kryptonite don't work. Kryptonite, man.
That's ridiculous. And that's how the episode is. It's ridiculous. I mean,
Oh, God.
There's another one where there's like this like black kid and his mom, and I guess he's like a college kid and he's gonna go to this college, and she's like, I'm so proud of you. We're gonna get there. We're gonna make sure you.
Is that where he gets like?
There's a cop that comes
right,
after him,
that's
and like,
crazy, right.
no matter what they do, it's like, cop ends up shooting her son, and then she's like, no, and then it like zaps her back in time, like an hour or so, when she's like riding the car, and so she's like, no, let's do this instead, and they go to like somewhere else, and then there's the cop, and they go, no, and then it happens again, and like no matter what they do, the white cop pulls him over and ends up shooting her
I
kid.
did see that episode, and they're in a
it's like-
diner. They're in a diner, And she's like,
Another one.
She says, "Let me buy you dinner, or let me buy you lunch."
And he's like, "No, ma'am."
Like trying to.
Yeah, I know. Be nice about it. Yeah. So no matter what she
was-
did,
yeah,
no
man.
matter what she did, that fucking pig bastard.
It's funny you're bringing it up. I haven't even thought about it until you're just bringing it
Now,
up.
I want you guys to know this. To be honest, I don't give a shit. It's not like the episode bothered me. Like,
Yeah,
oh,
but-
this fucking shape over here. I don't give a shit. I don't give a shit. But the truth is if you watch the entire season, there's like I think there's just 2 seasons of it. The second one isn't as bad, but the first season of the Peele Zone is like every friggin' episode is obviously like, oh, this is the fucking gun violence episode. Oh, this is the racist cop episode. Oh, this is the violent man toxicity episode. It really is like that. And the argument that I got into a little bit, and I shouldn't say argument, more discussion, heated discussion, you know how those go, was, oh, the original Twilight Zone was that way. It was quote unquote woke for then. You don't understand. I was like, no. The difference is that it wasn't that the main character was blaming other people. It was that the main character was having to self-reflect on his issues. Like the Twilight Zone movie. The guy, I think his name is Vic Moreau. That actor where he was like the racist guy. And then it ended up when he came out of the bar after making the racist comments, he was like in Vietnam. And then he was in World War II. You know he died in that fucking episode?
Oh, right.
Because the helicopter fell.
I could be wrong, but I think that's Jennifer Jason Leigh's dad. She's
If you're right about that, you're a fucking
You know who she
encyclopedia.
is.
Yeah, I know she is. The chick who looks like Elizabeth Shue, but isn't.
Dolores Claiborne.
She's smoking.
She's been in that.
Isn't she in the Hateful Eight or whatever?
I think so.
She's the girl that like has the teeth. I don't know.
And she was in that other one where she was.
She's
like,
actually
in
pretty hot.
control of the game. What was it called? Oh man, I'm blanking out on the name of that movie. But no, I like Jennifer.
If
Jason
you're
Leigh.
right about that, you didn't blank out at all.
Single white female.
No shit.
That one.
Yes, I remember that one, dude. That's a 90s film.
Yes, it is.
That's a 90s film back in the day. Well, you know what?
But
We're rambling on. We need to get on to the first.
Exactly, we're derailing. People are like, these.
What the
fucking
fuck are you guys talking about?
clowns over here.
Sorry about that, guys. This was a little intro, but we went on a little bit more. We're going to get on to the first topic of the week is in the relative news.
The Twilight Zone derailment.
Yeah, we're in the Twilight Zone. Anyway, check it out. So this is the story of the week. Now, this happened a couple of days ago, and we've been very, very fucking busy. We try to keep up with things. We apologize for not being as punctual as we want to be, but we're trying. And the more likes and subscribes we get, the better and faster the videos are. That's how you do that. You interlude that like that, where you don't really... Anyway, guys, on to our first story, and that is right here.
We're in
A stunning special guest appearance at the Trump trial. Robert De
This
Niro
guy.
showed up, sparking chaos.
Why come down is a good question. I had to come down. Look what's going on. Look what's going on. You have to speak out.
Look what...
He slammed the former president just as closing arguments were getting underway.
If Trump returns to the White House, you can kiss these freedoms goodbye that we all take for granted.
De Niro's remarks enraged
Niro, Robert
the Trump
De Niro.
supporters gathered here outside
I
court.
mean-
They surrounded him as he was leaving.
Hey,
but De Niro did
I
not
believe in
back
freedom of
down from
speech.
what turned into
You can get out there and say what... I mean, he truly
He
believes
He
that it's
also,
okay.
if he gave like 2 pinpoints.
You think by yelling
Look at that dude.
intimidate-
That dude just kind of making an ass of himself, too.
Intimidate. We are going to fight back.
You're washed
We're
up.
trying to
You're
do it
washed
the
up.
book.
You're washed up.
We're trying to be gentlemen in this world. The
You're
Democrats.
washed up.
You are
You're
gangsters.
washed up.
You are gangsters.
He's like the most notorious gangster playing actor in Hollywood.
Trump
Pulling
joining
and
Don
hitting,
Jr.,
oh,
Eric,
man.
and Eric's wife.
Is there another actor that's been in more gangster
He
movies?
led
calls them
everyone into the
gangsters.
courtroom.
He would know.
Right
It takes one to know one. I'm just
row.
kidding.
The defense team's closing argument came first with Trump's attorney blasting the prosecution's star witness, Michael Cohen.
Martin
He's literally
Scorsese
like
is definitely
the
connected.
MVP of liars.
That guy is a
Avalanche
fucking...
told
Look at that
the
guy.
jury.
Cohen lied to you.
Michael Cohen is the gloat, Blanche said, the greatest liar of all time.
Dude, Cohen is a shady bastard. Regardless if you love Trump or hate Trump or whatever, dude, Cohen is a shady bastard.
Sequential.
his main
That's why he
theme
was hired.
Michael Cohen
be
is
honest.
a liar. You cannot believe him. And I think the jury really was listening.
After lunch, it was the prosecutor's turn.
See, this is a little bit late because no, this is a little dated.
Chose Cohen to be his fixer because he was a good liar. He was willing to lie and cheat on Mr. Trump's behalf.
Well, this is a late of a video. I'm sorry about that, folks, because they found him guilty of 34. 34! Look. Regardless, I know people, yeah, we saw it, the fucking people dancing and shit. I don't really, you know. I do think that, I think it was funny that, let's be honest, a lot was stacked against the guy. He was in a court where everybody, I mean, well, the jurors, well, I mean, but every single thing was just not the typical way it would be. I'm not gonna get on the conspiracy tip because I don't give a shit. I do believe that one way or another, something's gonna happen. He's gonna get out of it. I think it's gonna be, well, then again, you saw the appeal court. It's like 5 black women. He's so toast.
I did not see that, no.
Well, that's fair too. Okay. If it was, all I'm going to say is this. If it was the other way around, let's just say Hillary Clinton was on trial and it was in Florida and Governor DeSantis was going to appoint a judge, and that judge was in charge of the, of the case. That judge absolutely hated Hillary Clinton. The judge had a daughter that was in charge of a institute or a committee or whatever that hated Hillary Clinton. All of the fucking jury were people that lived in Florida, and regardless of what they flat out said, that 10 of them said they watched Fox News, and the other 2 were like, no, I'm a Democrat, winkety wink wink, kind of a deal. And then every time that the judge, or every time like your lawyer was like, objection, the judge ruled against it. But then whenever the state said that, he ruled for them. If that's what happened, the people on the left would go absolutely bonkers. They'd be like, this is fucking bullshit. And yet they're out there saying this is the most fair thing ever. The same people, because if I was to make a statement and I was to say, okay, here's the statement, quote unquote, the government system is unfair, man. Who do you think would make that statement originally? A Republican person or a Democrat person? That's totally like the Democrat stance. Don't trust the government. That's unfair. The system is unfair. The system is unfair. Unless it works the way they want it to work. Now all of a sudden the system is lock and step fair as can be. This is the most fair system ever. He was given a fair trial. You got to trust the system. Is never what is said from the left. Every time there's a court, anything to do like that, they're like, oh, the system, like, think about it. And again, I know I'm pissing people off. They're looking at me and, how dare you? Look, it's not that I'm trying to say that I'm right wing or left wing, because I'm not. I'm independent and I'm observing. And what I'm observing is there is definitely a double standard. And the problem with that is you sound like you're full of shit if you don't stay fair and true. That's the problem. Sometimes being true and being fair does not work in your favor, but you're gonna have to stick by that, or else you look like you're full of shit. And if you think that Donald Trump got a fair case, then that's fine. But then you'd have to admit everything that I said. If it was the other way around, you'd have to still say it was a fair case. And we know that's fucking bullshit. In fact, just the fact that they're taking Hunter to court, the left is saying, well, this is unfair, and they're only doing this for a show. What do you mean? What do you mean by that? I thought it was nobody's above the law. If that's true, and we're going to be fair, then we should start going after everybody who does that kind of shit, and not just political enemies, which that is what seems to be happening right now, is that both of these jokers would have been in jail a lot earlier, or they would not been tried for these cases at all. So you can say from one side, why isn't this guy in jail? Well, because his dad's the president. Why isn't this guy in jail? Well, he's the president or was the president. So we're not an equal system here. And you can't sit there and say we are, or the system is great whenever it works in your favor, and then say, oh, the system is flawed when it doesn't work in your favor. It's one or the other. And I understand, well, it's different. People can pay. Yeah, I understand that. Certain judges can be paid off and stuff like that, which is why we need to always maintain fair laws no matter what the situation is, no matter who it is. If you hate Donald Trump, if you love Donald Trump, regardless, you got to treat things fairly. We have to have a fair system.
Stay logical and reasonable too.
Exactly.
At the very least. Oh man.
Now we've been talking about Trump for a while.
It's crazy how it the interpretation of this would be, oh yeah, these right-leaning guys over here,
Right.
or left-leaning.
That's the point. Well, the point is to
That
kind of piss everybody off.
That pendulum today in today, 2024.
That's kind of the point. And that's kind of why I like Rogan so much, is because even though
Oh, Joe Rogan.
Right, yeah, I like Rogan because even though Rogan, like he's clearly had ideas and clearly had opinions, but we have seen him change on certain things. We've seen him stand firm on certain things, and we've also seen him change on certain things, which is good. It's good to be a round character. It's good to be open to listen to ideas.
Yeah.
It's good to be able to make changes, but it's also good to stand your ground and be like, you know what? I don't agree with that. And as of now,
that's very.
I'm gonna stick on what I believe.
That's very stone for me. Well,
Yeah.
you would say not even stoic about it, but where I'm just, if I don't agree with someone, I'm not gonna create a war or
You're pretty
an
stoic,
emotional
dude.
horseshit drama about it. I'm like, all right, cool, not for me.
I like that word.
Not for me.
You are a pretty stoic dude.
Thank you.
You're
You know,
pretty cool cucumber, man. You're pretty cool about it.
As corny as horseshit as that
You're
sounds.
cooler than I am, man. I blow up every once in a while. I fucking lose my cool every once in a while.
I was gonna say, are you kidding me? When in my younger, more pathetic days, I didn't have that control. I didn't have it down that well.
You have a bad attitude. No.
Exactly. I wasn't necessarily like a violent guy, but I, like you said, I wasn't gonna
Right.
let you know.
Did you punch any holes in your wall? Did you punch a few holes in your wall when you were younger?
Yes.
Of course, dude. I
Yeah,
think every guy
yes.
goes through that, dude.
They came me broke guitars.
Oh no.
Cobained
Oh yeah. Well,
guitars
that's different.
into
Did you do it because you were trying to fuck around and play off, have fun, or were you like mad? Because that's different.
it was
It's different.
dumb
It's a different time.
youth. Just
But it was awesome. I broke a few guitars too.
thinking you know shit, thinking you know a thing.
Okay, let's move on. We had a viewer request. You were talking
and
we love you guys. And we said if you put something down there, we will get to it. So,
I'm excited because I don't know what you're even.
well, we got that coming up next. This is the viewer request. And the viewer request is for us to have a brand new weekly segment. We thought about it. There are a few rules to this new segment. But this new segment is the Hottie of the Week, brought to you by our good friend Jared over here. Thank you. That
Jared.
was a beautiful idea. I don't know why we didn't think of this ourselves, but thank you, my man. And so this is going to be a new weekly routine, or at least whenever we get a chance to film an episode. We try to do it weekly, guys. We're trying. But it's the Hottie of the Week. And this is Mara Cafagna. That's got to be that. She's Italian. She's a Italian politician.
Mara.
Former showgirl and model. After she obtained a degree in law, she worked for several years in the Italian TV shows and was a model and entered politics, elected to the Chamber of Deputies. I can't see that far. Chamber of Deputies for the Forza Italia party. Forza. This sounds like a racing thing. I know it's not racing. She's a badass race car driver too. That makes her super duper sexy.
So she was minister for equal opportunity in.
Yep. So here's how it goes. This is Hottie of the Week, and it can't just be some
Italy.
nobody out there. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of beautiful women. Don't get us wrong. We're not womanizers. We're just trying
good
to
for her.
appreciate
Good for her.
successful women who are absolutely gorgeous.
I was gonna
because
say good
most
for her. She upgraded from modeling to, you know, it's pretty. That's
She
quite
is
an
one
upgrade.
gorgeous woman. Look at that. Look at that right there. Just give it a moment of silence. Anyway, she is a beautiful woman and a very successful woman. Very successful woman. So here's to her success.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Way to go, Mara. You are the first one of our Hottie of the Week. Professional woman who is very gorgeous at the same time. I like it. I like it.
Yeah.
All right. And now we also got, I'm sorry, we got, listen to me, I'm fucking losing over here. We have received, we're not editing shit.
I was going to say, I'm like, just certain, the universe put spectacular shapes.
Oh, we're back. Oh, I know.
And
Women are women are a work
you
of
cannot
art.
draw that. You can draw it, but you cannot draw
I'm not a sexist. I'm not a womanizer. I do believe women
I'm not even saying
are
I like
a
that.
work
I'm
of
just,
art.
you know.
Yeah, they are anyway.
It's the same way that, for instance, I was working at some point. I had to change valves or whatever, but I overheard somebody refer to a fireman like, "Oh, he's handling a situation, but you have a girl who looks at the firefighter and she's like, he looks so sexy," and I'm like, he looks sexy in danger? Like he looks sexy. So
Like
it's
he's-
not
yeah, of course.
sexism. It's, you know,
Why is that?
like go what?
When they see us in danger, it's sexy to them.
Like what? It's
When
a
I see a woman in
firefighter.
danger, and it's not sexy
It's a
to me.
firefighter.
But that is kind of weird how that works. I never thought of it that way, but yeah, when we're in danger, they're turned on. What the hell is wrong with you guys?
I just thought it
You
was.
ladies out there,
it
is that
was-
true?
It was
Are
interesting.
you ladies out there turned on when we're in danger? That's another episode. It's getting hot in here. All right, let's go on. So we got some viewer mail. So a viewer sent us some mail.
That's what I'm excited about.
Yeah, a viewer sent us some mail. So I don't know what it is, but a viewer sent us a video email and wanted us to open it together live on the show. And so I said we would do that.
Yeah.
So I don't know what we're about to check out, but this is from a viewer of ours, and we wanted to say thank you for sending us some mail. Now let's see what they sent us. Let's check it out. Two guys who enjoyed it. 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 Two guys who enjoyed it.
You suck.
Who enjoyed it. Two guys who enjoyed it. Two guys who enjoyed it. Two
They
guys
listened to that. They
who
clipped
enjoyed
a little
it. Two
part.
guys Who enjoyed it. Two 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 guys
I think I
Hey,
know
man,
who
it-
did
it-
that.
Two
It's
guys
all,
who
yeah.
enjoyed it. Two guys who 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 enjoyed it.
Oh
Two
my
guys
God,
who
that- all
enjoyed
right.
it. Two guys
That's
who
pretty
enjoyed it.
fucking
Two
funny.
guys
We have
who
a sense of
enjoyed it.
humor.
Two guys who enjoyed it. 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 Two guys.
Oh, I
who
should do
enjoyed it.
that.
Two guys
I
who
I
enjoyed
think we
it.
should
Two
do.
guys who enjoyed it.
Like,
Two
calm
guys
down.
who enjoyed
Calm
it.
down,
Two
Trent
guys
Reznor.
who enjoyed it.
Oh, Lordy.
Two guys.
Oh,
who
boy,
enjoyed it.
oh,
Two
boy.
guys who enjoyed it.
We love mail. Oh, that was great. You know what? Whether or not that was made out of love or most likely hate, that was hella funny. I appreciate that. That was fucking hilarious.
Hate is love to some people.
I guess so.
Yeah, it really is.
It's kind of Stockholm stuff. I don't know, dude. That sounds a little Stockholmy to me.
No, what I'm saying is I think there's a certain type of person that gets off or has more satisfaction when they're in drama and hating people and
Oh, I
being
definitely
in
agree with
negative
that.
energy.
Oh, I definitely
They
agree
get
with
more
that.
off on that than just living a peaceful,
two guys,
Lego
who
World.
enjoyed it, two guys who 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 enjoyed it, two guys. I wasn't expecting that. All right. Where do you go from there? Oh my God. Oh! I know what I wanted to talk about before we go. I wanted to talk about we have a show coming up.
Yeah.
We have an awesome show coming up. It is on July 3rd. Here we go.
Barbie just drops these out of nowhere, and sometimes I don't know if it's just my dumbass. I don't hear them, but I have to almost write it down immediately.
I made this flyer. She ain't dropping shit. I'm
talking-
just teasing.
I'm talking
She's awesome.
The show announcement.
Oh yeah, I know.
We'll be playing here.
Oh, I know.
And it's awesome. That's awesome.
Welcome aboard.
Yeah.
I'm the last person to know about our fucking shows. People will come up and ask about
that's what
shows
I'm
before
trying
I
to
know about it.
say.
I know, which is crazy. I'm the last person to know about our own fucking shows. There's been a few shows where it's like, wait, we're playing what next week? Holy shit! Like no shit. Now I've tried to get better about it.
Yeah.
And in the last few months, I've been making the flyers. So lately, we've been a little more on point about that.
We've been busy.
But yeah, we've been busy.
It's gonna
We've
be
been busy.
It's gonna be a great.
It's going to be a great show, guys. Come out to see us. It's the day before Independence Day, so it's an independent show. Now, if you can afford to, buy some tickets. Buy your friends some tickets. We need to sell as many tickets to this bad boy as possible. We want to throw a great show on. We have a brand new song that we're going to debut at this show. It's going to be fucking awesome. You guys are going to love that. I don't want to get too much into it and spoil it, but you're going to love it. It's a brand new song coming out. We're playing at this show. $10. We're going to put the link below. If you want to order tickets online, if you get there at the door, it's only $12, but don't risk missing out on the show. We'd love to see you guys there. Come and hang out with us and meet Vince and Ross before we get canceled completely. Until then, keep watching the show. Keep joining us. We love you guys.
It's gonna be like Alice in Wonderland.
It's going to be a lot of fun. It's going to be awesome. Can't wait to see you guys there. I can't wait to see you guys at the next episode. Thank you for joining us tonight. We've had a great time. And until then, we're going to just keep drinking beer until we get canceled, talking shit, and joining you. And thanks for sticking around. We will see you next time. And as always,
Be good to each other and stay rocking.
that's right.
Vince and Ross get canceled.
Everybody out there nuts.
I don't know who these jokers are.
The whole world gone crazy.
Don't make me come down there.
Didn't you say something about a hot glue gun?
Oh, fuck.